responsibility, senior citizens can show the way. Let me introduce Colonel Darvi to you and then we will begin the session. Retired Colonel Shashikant Darvi sir, who is also known as the Waterman, is the director of Parjanya Rainwater Harvesting Consultancy. He is also the national coordinator for water conservation sector of the Climate Reality Project India. Colonel Darvi has served in the Indian National Army. He has been one of those proud heroes of 1971 Bangladesh War, and now he is serving the country with his focus on the noble cause of environment protection and water conservation. He is known for his work in the area of rainwater harvesting. One of his biggest achievements is transforming over 100 villages in Madhya Pradesh to use rainwater harvesting and giving those villagers a new ray of hope. With ILC India, Colonel Darvi has extensively worked on many different projects, including value education and green and sustainable environment, about which he is going to talk in the later part of the session. Colonel Darvi has been awarded the late Shri B.G. Deshmukh Jeevan Gaurav Puraskar under the aegis of ILCI Awards for the year 2018. I request Darvi sir to start presentation and the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Yashoda. Thank you, ILCI.
Yes.
It's a good opportunity to share my experience with all of you. Presently, we are now hopefully in the fag end of the present pandemic. So what we see in the pandemic, we came to know that more than 1.5 lakh people died. And but at the same time, we tend to forget that there are other pandemics which we are facing for last few decades without realizing the gravity of it. Take air pollution, take water pollution. In air pollution, every year 15 lakh people die in India. In water pollution, more than 10 lakh people die in India every year for last 2 to 3 decades. And everywhere we find that the vaccine is available with us. Only thing we are neglecting. Let us see in today's topic how we can, as a senior citizens, and ILC has always taken a lead in the using the senior citizens' wealth with them, knowledge wealth, for the betterment of society. We will start with today. I wanted to start with 3 basic concepts for the environment protection. That is the water footprint, air footprint, and the energy footprint, and then how we can use it. So let us start with water. Water, as we know, it is omnipresent. Without water, this planet is known as aqueous planet. Means 97% of the available water is on 75% of surface of the earth. But despite this, only 1% is a fresh water in the world over. Out of that, India's share is only 4%. So as it is for the population, 18% population, world population with being Indians, this particular ratio is very small. Niti Aayog time and again has said that 660 million Indians, that means 66 crore Indians, do not have access to safe drinking water and safe sanitation hygiene facilities. It's very bad. That is why we say we are neglecting. Our approach towards the water is always use and discard. We do not consider, we still think that water is available in abundance. But if 50% of our brothers and sisters are not getting water, that means there is some mismatch somewhere, and we are responsible for this. For billions of years, the same ratio, that is 4% of water in Indian continent, was available to India. We continued without any problem. But with our use of water has exceeded the supply. Today, since 1947, India's population is increased by 100 crore. Whereas water has remained same. Take a case of Pune. In 1951 census, we were 5,12,000. And today, we are 60 lakh, almost 12 times more. But water remains same. There is average rainfall and the rivers are same. So where is that particular gap? That we have to find out now. And with our wealth, is our knowledge, experience, and with the energetic children, let us see how best we can combine these two things. Next. Tell Yashoda. Next. Next slide. Now, there are only three uses. We all know: agriculture, industry, and domestic. Maximum water is used by agriculture, industry follows, and we get balance of it. And in next, because I want to touch upon various facts. No, next. 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 Now, next, again, next. Now, if we see, you come here, stop here now. No, you go to the next slide. Yashoda, go to the next slide. If you see here, these are the water requirements which are which has been described by the World Health Organization. In this, if you see 135 liters of water, it varies between 135 and 150 liters. It is duty bound by the local body government to supply this. In the villages, it is 40 to 60 liters per day per person. And in the urban areas, it is 135 to 150 liters per day per person. Now, I had said few seconds back that as far as Pune is concerned or India is concerned, the population is increasing very rapidly. And since the population is increasing rapidly, now every born individual has to be supplied with this much amount of water. That means they have to cater for this. Are we having that? That means we are not able to. And one side we say we'll supply you with 24/7 water to every citizen. From where? From where the water is going to come in? That we have to ask ourselves. Now, if you see the water as such, you will find the primary source for the water on this planet is rainwater. That is our source, and it differs from place to place. Pune receives 750 millimeters of rainfall. Bombay receives more than 2,500. Whereas if you go down to Ahmednagar, they receive about 350 to 400 millimeters of rainfall. That differs, totally differs. Anywhere in the world, everywhere it is same. It differs. That means our basic, we should totally depend upon the primary water source available to us. Because of that, other resource available is surface water, that is which we can see with our naked eye. That is rivers, lakes, nalas, ice, glaciers, snowfall, anything what we can see with in whatever form the water is. And next is groundwater. Groundwater, I always call it as Mother Nature's recurring deposit for all the beings on the planet. Because every year, when the 35% of the water is supposed to percolate down and regenerate the underground aquifers, झरने जो है, उनको जीवन दान मिल जाता है. But when we use it, now take a case of Pune or any other city. Now, because of the continuous urbanization, there is no more naked soil is seen. So percolation is dropped. In city like Pune, it is dropped from 35% to 7 to 8%. So obviously, when we are pumping out the water, Pune Municipal Corporation is unable, or if I can matter, any municipal corporation, unable to supply proper authorized water of 135 liters per day per person. So all the citizens under the PMC. We know now 21 more villages have come in. That means PMC now has to supply them with all that water. So that means we have to conserve the water. We have to ensure that the water supplied to us has to be conserved properly. So let us see in this, you see two items. If you see, third one is bathing, 20 liters, and washing is 45 liters. So 65 liters, what we call as a sand pani in Marathi, or what we call it as a gray water in English. Now, this water is very, very important to us. You know, in good old days when I was in Kolhapur, my school days, you know, this water used to go out. We used to take bath in Nanighar, you know, bathing house, and everything is washed there. Only it used to come out, and then there used to be trees, you know, flowering trees, every drumsticks, everything was there, and that water was used there. Today, being the multi-story complexes, it is not possible to do that. But now government has realized and they're making it mandatory for all the societies with 100 or more flats to have to use this water, because daily per person creates almost 65 liters of grey water. Now this water can be recycled, reused for the flushing, for gardening, for the cleaning the cars and other items. So this much of chunk, 65 liters, PMC doesn't have to supply to you and me. This is one aspect. Second aspect is rainwater harvesting. Because on our rooftop, wherever we stay, Mother Nature gives us water. We don't have to depend upon खड़कवासला डैम पानी आया कि नहीं भाई, टैप खोल के देखो नहीं आया, अभी क्या करेंगे, खरीद लेंगे, नहीं तो बोर से पंप आउट कर लेंगे. But then it is available to us. Unfortunately, we have forgotten this basic. You know, जिस दिन से हमारे घर में नलका आया, tap water came to our residence, and we are totally forgotten about the Mother Nature's gift to us. This gift is the blessings on our rooftop in the form of a rainwater. So rainwater and the grey water. And another major thing within the houses is leakage of water. Don't permit even a drop water to go down. You must take care of it. I remember when Mr. Surti is a Parsi gentleman above 80 now. In Bombay, wherever he is staying, he does this. He carries 2 plumbers, go to everyone's house, and free of cost, he ensures that the leakage is stopped. Huge amount of water is saved. So our approach should be what? As a senior citizens, when we are seeing intergenerational bonding to provide the protection to the environment, first water protection के लिए we must know that we must advertise, we must go ahead for the rainwater harvesting, grey water recycling, and water conservation, which includes the leakage to be stopped, vehicles to be cleaning of the vehicles to be brought in. So these factors, if you combine together, means today our approach towards the water is use and discard. Do you do anything beyond that? Let us ask ourselves. पानी आता है, हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं, उसके बाद कुछ नहीं सोचते. How many of us are trying to store the grey water? Not possible practically, but we are not doing anything. Neither the government is doing anything. So what happens now here is our approach should change to recharge every drop of rainwater falling on our head and then use it along with the supplied water. Then next step is whenever we generate the grey water, that is sand pani, that should be cleaned, reused, recycled and reused. And then whatever is the balance left should be used judiciously. Like I always quote an example of the glass of water. Now, once people come to us, we offer them a glass of water, and then they take a sip. The glass is left like that. Even during a conference, reused, and then that water is thrown away because it is used water. तो हम इस्तेमाल नहीं करते झूठा पानी. But can we use it? Can we use that water? Obviously, for gardening, for washing our 2-wheeler or 3-wheeler or 4-wheeler, और पोछा करना है घर में. That water is not going to. That पोछा is not going to say यार इस पानी से झूठे पानी से मुझे साफ किया जा रहा है. ना, nothing is going to say like. Only our approach. If we do not change our approach towards the water, friends, it is going to be difficult. It's really, really difficult. So here we stop as far as the water is concerned, because our water footprint, our demand in the next 5 years by 2025 India's water demand is going to be double than the supply. It is already more than approaching towards double. It may not happen 2025, it may happen earlier. From where are we going to get water? Groundwater extraction is it's absolutely abundance. In abundance, we are doing it without realizing that this is a recurring deposit made by Mother Nature. हम उसको खींचते ही जा रहे, खींचते ही जा रहे. And that is why world over, India is the highest extractor of groundwater. So this is a major problem again. So we stop here. What we are supposed to do, we'll discuss it in the stage. But now, these three things which I told you, the water harvesting, grey water recycling and reuse, and water conservation. Three things we must use it. Now you move to the next footprint, Yashoda. So we stop here. What we are supposed to do, we'll discuss it. Go to next. But now, these three things which I told you, the water harvesting, grey water, solid waste management. Now, solid waste management is another very major issue for the solid waste management is, in Pune, the almost 2,000 metric tons of garbage is created every day. We are the only animal on this planet who creates garbage. But we can't help it. Unfortunately, despite the Supreme Court's ruling that segregation should be done at the source, that is in the house only, and the weight garbage should be at the campus itself should be composted, or it should be used judiciously and proper. Unfortunately, we are not doing it. Next slide. Supreme Court's ruling that segregation should be done. Now, what happens basically? No, go to the next slide. And the weight garbage should now in the Pune, whatever is the garbage comes out in the major cities, 600 grams of garbage is generated by every human being, not household. 600 grams is generated by us. It has been observed during the last year in 2020 because of the corona. We started buying the items online. So our garbage generation increased tremendously. Whether it's a plastic, whether it's a gatta, anything, thermocol, which was coming in packaging. Most of the things we were not moving out. So things have to be come to us. And that also further increased the garbage of it. Now it is easy. First thing is we are responsible for not segregating the garbage. In Pune city, every household is not segregating. You may be doing it, friends, but you and me is not Pune city's population. Is the 60 lakh people have to do it, and those villages which have come in now, they may not be practicing this particular method of segregating. So there are a number of items like e-waste is there, wooden items are there, leather items are there, diapers are there. All these has to be segregated, which has to be collected by the corporation, or there are agencies which collect it for it. So we have to, this item has to be seen very carefully, that if we have to make Swachh Bharat Abhiyan success, it starts with us. हम क्या करते हैं? अपना घर साफ रखते हैं. I know. Nobody wants to stay in dirt. और वो कचरा बाहर फेंक देते हैं. We are not interested whether my city, my mohalla, my gully is clean or not. So this is our responsibility that we must ensure, because remember, whenever the wet garbage gets into the roads and it decomposes, it generates methane, and methane is 25 times more dangerous than carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a major for the item for the global warming. We'll be touching it later on when we go to the energy issue. So it is our responsibility that we must do it. This segregation, we know it, because what is the biggest factor with senior citizen? Dada ji hai, chacha ji hai, mama ji hai. People look towards us. People respect the senior citizens. So that respect must be used to tell our younger generation to what we should do, what they should do, what are the advantages. It may take some time, but we can make a beginning of it. I have seen it. It is very, very useful and you can make it. Next. People respect the senior citizens. So that next slide. You go to the next factor, energy conservation. Yes. Now, let me tell you, when we started off about 200, almost 300 years back, when the industrial revolution started and people started making use of energy generating fossil fuel like coal. Subsequently, of course, diesel and petrol and crude oil came in. Now, we started making economic growth started moving very rapidly. But we least realize that this fuel which we are using is generating uh, what we call it as the greenhouse gases, which help increase the global warming. Simultaneously, when we were doing now we are seeing in Pune also, when we want to widen the road, new things are coming up. First to sacrifice is the trees. And we know that 8 trees are required for every human being survival. Because you and me consume 740 liters of oxygen per year for survival. Every human being. And each tree generates 100 kgs of carbon dioxide, oxygen. That means you require minimum 8 trees. Are we having that? हम अपने घर में, society में ये देखना जरूरी है. Similarly, what happens is who generates in city like Pune, which are the major factors which generate the carbon dioxide? First and foremost thing is your vehicles. Pune has got, as per the RTO figures, is 60 lakh vehicles. Even if we use 1 liter of diesel or petrol, to imagine more than 1,200 metric tons of carbon dioxide generated every day in Pune. By only using this 1 liter because 1 liter of petrol or diesel when you burn, 2.5 kgs of carbon dioxide is generated. Beside other gases like carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur oxide, etc. But a big chunk is carbon dioxide. And life of the carbon dioxide 100 years. So it remains in the air. That's why Pune, with this much of is almost within the first 10 worst affected air polluted cities in India. So that means we have to see, because the almost 25 kgs of carbon dioxide is absorbed by the trees. Now, if that is absorbed, that means we have to see. And if the trees are not there, this carbon dioxide will remain as it is in the air. In the cities, any cities, atmosphere will remain there. That means now we come to this particular point where we say if this particular things must be utilized. We must tell the people. That's why every day we keep finding tree plantation karo, tree plantation karo. Then we say use cycle. The vehicle is not used. Or pulling of the cars, pulling of the vehicles, or only using the e-vehicles. Now the buses are coming, e-vehicles in Pune Municipal Corporation. Now we have to ensure that these things are taken into. Also, there are trees, there are plants which are indoor plants, which also absorb the carbon dioxide. In a place like Delhi, etc., like what in the city we are using the water purifiers, water filters in the houses also. Everywhere now. We are suspect about the water supply to us. Same thing, you go to Delhi or major cities where the air pollution is very high. People are using air purifiers or air filters within the house. This is the stage we have reached. So this is now up to as far as this particular air footprint is concerned, which is bad now, like water footprint, increasing. Air footprint is when we call it that our footprint, that means we are making air more polluted because of our actions. Next. global warming. Now, global warming will only touch upon two aspects. You see, all economic growth actions are shown here. You see, everything is shown here, almost. Maybe one or two things might have been missed out, like every hospitality industry. When we talk about hospitality industry, hospitals, everywhere you'll find the the activity generate the greenhouses. Whether we travel by air, whether travel by bus, train, anything. Next. Now this is why we always quote this particular is this one Hiroshima bomb and Nagasaki bomb created havoc. Imagine every day 4 lakh, the energy of equivalent to dirty energy equivalent to 4 lakh atomic bombs, Hiroshima type, exploded in the world, all over the world. Now for 365 days a year, what will happen? What will happen is Pune temperature, when I was first posted in Pune, way back in 72, 73, Pune was a non-fan station. Old senior citizens of my age, they may be knowing it. Fans were not available they were not at all there in the government houses, government offices. And दुकानों में भी नहीं होते थे, कोई खरीदता ही नहीं था. 30 degrees, 31 degrees was a high temperature in Pune. Today it is 41, 42. So we have seen ourselves within these many years how much change has taken place. And it will go up. The efforts are very, very minuscule than the impact. Impact is very large, very, very large. So this is what the and secondly, what happens is the government keeps telling us. I remember in 2016, government of India started supplying cooling of the LED bulbs at a very cheap rates, or only so that the energy generated. So this illumination will be the same, the energy generated. Secondly, what happens is the government much less than the normal bulbs, CFL or normal filament. Government of India started supplying, and that has made one particular difference as a very cheap. But we have to see how best rated within our own house, within our own society, within our own community, we can reduce the air pollution. So this, whether we plant trees so that they can absorb, or whether we move by bus, ensure that this service is available. Nowadays, we find every corner there are cycles kept, which you can hire online and use it, and again keep it wherever you want to keep it, and your money is paid. You pay the money. So accordingly, that means we have to now see how I can review. I'm not going into every aspect of carbon footprint which we generate. हम मार्केट में जाते हैं, एप्पल कहाँ से आए हैं? ऑस्ट्रेलिया, अमेरिका से आए हैं, ऑस्ट्रेलिया से कुछ आया है. We use that. Imagine for that one apple how much carbon footprint has been generated. It has to come from that farm in United States to the airport. It is packed, and from airport it travels to India, and India, wherever it lands, it comes to your and my market, and we buy it. So these are number of things which we can discuss, but let us see, so that everywhere nowadays people are canvassing that use your local items, and you are getting most of the apples are available in India, Himachal Pradesh, Kashmir. All these places are growing apples in a big, huge quantity now. So we have to see that. That I don't mean that we don't buy foreign goods, but that is we have to see how I can reduce my carbon footprint. This is one of the ways of reducing the carbon footprint. Now, so after seeing this, next slide. No, this 90, so much of heat is generated that 90% of the heat goes into the ocean. Ocean waters are increased. Ocean water is very much getting heated up. So since ocean waters are heated up, you will find the glaciers are melting everywhere. North Pole, South Pole is melting. People say all the coastal cities within next 20 to 30 years will have much more water coming in than expected. So these things are happening. So we have to realize what we can do. Next. Go ahead, continue. Jane do. Finish it off. यशोदा फिनिश इट ऑफ, इसको खत्म करो, ये सेक्शन खत्म करो.
Sir, we have reached the end of the presentation.
Go to the next slide. Our
So this is
Kolhapur
the-
slides, if you can go.
Okay, yes, sir.
Now, what happened in 2016, if I am not mistaken, correct me, in April, ILCI on the World Water Day
Sir,
conducted
2000.
a seminar in Pune. This topic was same, and invited senior citizens groups all over Maharashtra. And we got one of them, same thing which I discussed it was a 1-day workshop. What I have ran through it, almost about 20 minutes, was done for so many hours there. Now, what we did, the one particular Rajashri Shahu, Jesh Nagrik Sangh in Kolhapur, they took the initiative. They agreed and they said, okay, we will do it. And as a result, they identified, we requested them through the ILCI, please identify 5 schools and 5 colleges in both rural and urban background of Kolhapur district. They took the initiative. We went there. Briefing was called out to all the students of class 8 and above, and college, of course, from the first year onwards, and then staff. The same things were discussed, and then the students, they identified the students, they made a team, and these teams subsequently worked on, they calculated water audit, they calculated the air audit, they calculated their own carbon footprint of the society. That is their campus of the school and college campus. And then they came to the last year when we had a meeting with ILCI staff was there, and even Dr. Mashelkar, he also addressed the people through video conferencing. He spoke to them. Now, we were so happy because this was the first of its kind we were doing in country. Mind you, we keep a track of it. Unfortunately, Lady Corona came on the scene, and then everything was stopped. Otherwise, I was confident. I had initial discussion with the trustees in all these schools and colleges, and they agreed to pay some amount so that students who participated in this particular program, along with their staff, will carry out the action taken. They practically carry out whatever they have noticed. भाई ये करेंगे एक्शन, पानी के लिए क्या करना चाहिए, कितने रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग करना चाहिए, all these things they did it, and as a result they were really enthusiastic. They were those who were there present there, and then they came up. But naturally, nothing could start in that last academic year, that is 2000, because January, I think 24th or 25th of January 2020, we did this Karyakram in Pune, in Kolhapur, and subsequently we were to start the work in June, July, that is next academic year of 2020-21, and this year probably it would have culminated. We got the results. Everybody would have happy because we had, if the students to do it in their home, in their gully, in their mohalla, and they were really energetic, nearly positive, whether it's a small village from where school is participated or in Kolhapur city, the people from the college participated. It was very good, gentlemen. So I was, and the ILCI definitely was, we were interested that this should be taken ahead. So today, when we are discussing with you, whole aim is this: that the all the senior citizens forums, because I remember it was written that the senior citizens are the wealth of any nation, and children are the future of the nation. So this bridge between, we can go to them and they can come to us. They can definitely come to us if we, because I have seen my experience in Kolhapur with all these students, even in ILCI, when as a resource person I used to go to number of schools. The result is very good, very encouraging. Students are willing to ask, willing to learn. They know it, what is happening. Though this topic is not in the syllabus. Unfortunately, it is still not in syllabus. So it is, but it is there. So it is our duty, after seeing all these things, that we must, students, even whatever the environmental things which we have seen. Because whenever we talk, in Marathi we call it as a Pancha Mahabhut. Know it, what is happening. Though this topic is not so it is same. Unfortunately, we have to protect the air. We have to protect the jal. We have to use Agni means energy. Now, all these things are there. Only thing is that we have probably in the run towards the self growth, we have forgotten about Mother Nature's growth, Mother Nature's well being. Look, keep it at the back of mind. धरती माँ का कुछ नहीं बिगड़ने वाला है. Whether it is we have to decide, human beings, हमने धरती माँ के साथ चलना है या नहीं चलना है. She won't mind. For her, dinosaurs came and gone. Number of species came and vanished. So in her span, one human being came and vanished. Is nothing big about it. It's only us. We have to decide. So as a senior citizen, I personally feel that we can make a change. Maybe very minuscule change. I'm not saying the huge change I'm going to make, but minuscule. If these things what I have told you, I did it in my society. And every year, 30 metric tons of carbon dioxide, that is carbon footprint of our society is reduced. For me, I feel proud. For our all residents of this society feel proud. Why not? ये थोड़ा सा तो किया है, बहुत है. 4 लाख एटम बम से इतनी एनर्जी क्रिएट होती है, वो तो हम नहीं कर पाएंगे. It is beyond dream. What is here possible? So, gentlemen, I'm not going to go beyond this. I will definitely expect some questions from you people, so that whatever time is left, where we can. But these are the schools that you can imagine.
Davi sir,
See the
Davi sir.
schools. Haji.
Sir, yeah, we are going to, there are few names of the schools and few photos. So would you like to just go through that and end the session? That would be good. Okay.
Yeah, sir. I will tell you about the schools in the slide is in front of me. Now you see, friends, you see the from where, which all Puditre, Pune, Kolhapur के तो ज़्यादा ही है, but Kanhara, all these places which are, within the Kolhapur district, they're small towns or villages. So now Puditre is a very small village. Let me tell you, I belong to Kolhapur. It's a small village, but the students are doing it a very, very wonderful job there. They're looking forward to it. Yashoda, next slide. So there are all these. You can tell you a few things. Like here you are. You can see the wherever we went, the ILCS staff, of course, was there. They always supported us in a big way. And the best part was, if you see the students and the teachers' participation, look at them, look at their body language. Though it is only a photo, but you find they are eager to learn. But this is a new topic to them, and it is their life. Whenever I used to address them, wherever I used to go to Kolhapur, I used to address these students and their teams. They were very much interested to know about, because I should tell them, "Beta, ye aapki zindagi hai." Really, as a senior citizen. And now we are in the bonus years, but ये आपकी जिंदगी है. बाद में आप बोलोगे हमको किसी ने बताया नहीं था. We would have done a wonderful job. This is what it is, friends. So it is only thing what you have to do is, if they could do it everywhere, and if this senior citizen forum of Rajeshri Shahu, Jyesh Nagrik Sangh, Kolhapur, they could do it. And mind you, I used to get scared in the sense, Mr. P.T. Patil is there, and he is 82-year-old. Of course, 2 years back I'm talking about. And he used to take me on the scooter. He used to come on a scooter from his residence for attending meeting. He used to take me from school to school on a two-wheeler. इतना enthusiasm, इतनी एनर्जी, बोलते कि सर हम लोगों में बांट देंगे, आप जो बता रहे हैं लोगों को बता देंगे. We can do it. I always say that it is definitely and we can make a change. And an organization like ILCI is supporting us. Is with full force they are supporting us. Whether it is Mr. Dr. Mashelkar or Dr. Umranikar and Mrs. Raje and the staff. They are very positive about this, and one feels very happy. Because such an organization, if they can help you, you can then you get more energy to do more. Like I said, now Yashoda, we can throw it open to this to if I got any questions to ask, or you
Sir,
can
I
see,
will just.
this particular slide, the people, these children spoke last year. Those who attended will know. Ki how much, they were asking questions to the government. They are asking questions to the city government, state government, and central government. Like, I could see Greta Thunberg, that young girl who is making waves all over the world as per the climate change is concerned. But these boys were doing it there. They are children like you are our children there. So that much of now awareness has been brought in. We must thank ILCI for bringing this particular awareness among these boys and girls from very distinct, like a Kolhapur district.
Okay, sir, thank you for this. But I just want to want you to show to the people that. Okay, this is the last slide. Yes. You want me to close, sir?
We can close down or keep the slide. Let people ask questions.
Yeah, Yashoda, you can just show all the slides because this is the main thrust of our work done by Colonel Dalvi and ILCI about how we managed to get the youngsters and the senior citizens to show the way towards environment protection. So just let them have a look at how things went.
Right.
And if you have anything to say on that, that would be also good.
Yes. So yeah, these are some of the photos that we have clicked over. Like it was a year-long program, and as sir has described, so initially the meetings were with most of the students and the school authorities. So these are some of the snaps where sir used to go to the schools and give orientation on the same topic. And then on 24th January 2020, we had a wonderful program at Cyber Kolhapur. And then Dr. Mashelkar addressed through video conferencing. And Mr. Janta Umranikar, our chairman, that is LCS chairman, he was there and he was a chief guest. And these were the student volunteers who actually expressed themselves and actually said what they are going to do, what they felt, what they learned from the program. And it was really amazing because all of them were good speakers, and then they actually showed the points, and we were very happy to receive them. So these are few of the snaps of those students who actually came and talked. And this is just we addressed each and every student, we gave them certificates, and now they are willing to actually continue the program. But because of the corona pandemic, as sir has rightly pointed out, we were not able to do it, but we are going to do it in next year, that we are planning at least. And we want to thank Dr. Jagtap and Mr. Radivrekar sir on behalf of ILCI, because yeah, they were the pillars, and this was a topic actually we wanted to show that even seniors with the support from school children, they can actually do wonderful job. So yes, this was the thing. Thank you, sir. Now I think we are open to the question and answers. Ma'am, you want to say something? Yes.
Yeah, first of all, we still have time for some question and answers. Sir, as Yashoda and you have rightly pointed out, we'll be looking at taking this program forward through even other senior citizens organizations in different cities, and hope to take even this Kolhapur Sangh forward, where we had left it behind, say next year, because I doubt if this year also we'll be able to do it. I'd like to just, I'm not going to thank him right now because Colonel Dalvi is a member, a part of ILCI for such a long time. But yes, definitely, you're showing the way to senior citizens as well as to the children how we can make the earth a better place to live in. So I think very interesting facts that you have put forth in simple language for everybody to understand. Thank you so much, sir. we'll take some questions for Colonel Darby.
Yeah.
We are open to the questions. If anyone has, please raise a hand. We will take your question. Thank you. Rena sir? Rena sir, you want to say something?
Yes,
Yes, sir, please.
Colonel Dalvi, it was a very informative and very important topic you have deliberated. I would like to add that now under this Sustainable Development Goals, number 6, we have this clean water and sanitation for all. So in this regard, we can talk to Jal Shakti, UNDP and all that and take their some sort of inputs also in our programs. This is all what I would like to say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
In fact, Raina sir, if may I say something, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Please,
in fact, Raina sir, you could connect with Colonel Dalvi and see how such a program could be taken forward in your region with the help of senior citizens organizations that you're connected with and children from schools and colleges of that region, because this program is something that needs to have a wider national kind of outreach. Similarly, I would also be requesting PKB Nair sir if he can connect with Colonel Darby and see if this can be taken forward, because it's very interesting to have both seniors, as he said, which are the wealth of the nation, and youngsters, which are the future of the nation, coming together to make the earth a better and safer place. So, if any of you are interested, I think Colonel Dalby, you could share your mobile number or your email ID and take this forward in their own ways at the right time forward.
Very nice.
okay.
No, what basically I would like to add, Raina Saab, is one thing that basically we wanted to introduce. We are not going to introduce immediately the Sustainable Development Goals. They don't know anything about the climate change. If you see their syllabus, they don't know. So when we started off, when I spoke to the students from the village to the district level, we found that basic is very important than jumping to the sustainable development. They won't understand what we are talking about. Since it is not included in the syllabus, the teachers were not knowing also all the things that we wanted to discuss with them. So it took some time for us to get the two teachers, and then when the teachers came on board, then it becomes easier to bring students on board. So now, once we go ahead with this, next stage will be going towards the sustainable development goals. Because I am myself a student of global warming and climate change. So we will taking it a step by step. We will rush through once we know that now students can understand. That's why we went to the class 8 student and the college first year students, because they will remain in that institute for 3 to 4 years. So we don't have to every year a new child and every year we brief newly. No. So this was done so that now the students will be available to us this year, this academic year and next academic year also. And subsequently, the new students will be working as the interns with those students. So that there will be always a bank available to this education institute to do more and more things in the schools and colleges. That's the aim we are following. We are always, like Mrs. Rajesh said, we are always open to the ideas. The more and more people contributing, it will be better for the generation which we are targeting.
Very, very much true, sir. Awareness is not there. There is ignorance all over. And you have done a lot of foundational. It is very true, and we will be very glad to work with you. We also with the senior citizen cluster here. We would like to go into schools and colleges and sort of dissipate what you have been doing. Thank you.
This place like Pune, which has got ASCOP, which just got FESCOM, so many big organizations, the umbrella organization for the senior citizen forums are there in the city. But for the reasons best known to them, we should come forward now. Those who are attending this particular meeting, they should ensure that their own organization, individual ज्येष्ठ नागरिक संघ should come forward अपने अपने area में they should contribute towards.
बिल्कुल ठीक है.
Then only we can make some
Yes.
change.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rena, sir. Yes. So I think there are any more questions, or we can close the meeting. I think we are just we have 10 minutes. Purohit sir, you want to say something? Are you on the meeting? Okay. Fine. Ma'am? Okay. Purohit sir?
Yeah.
So you want to say something? This is Yashoda from ALSA. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me for this meeting. I joined bit
Yes.
late.
No, it's okay.
Uh,
Yes.
Yeah. But nothing at the moment.
Yes. Actually, Madhav Purohit sir is from Mumbai, and he's doing wonderful job there. And he's interested in taking up many other projects also. So he's been in touch with LCI. So yes, he has just joined for the first time. Okay. No problem, sir. Good to have you here in the meeting. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I think we will close. I thank Colonel Ravi sir for his wonderful contribution to LCI as well as for today's session. And for any questions, if there are anything you want to add or any given contact, please contact us on either me or directly to the longevity@gmail.com. That is our mail ID. Ma'am, you want to close? Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Colonel Talvi. Such an interesting and very informative presentation. He's been there for ILCI, which believes in environment protection through seniors and youngsters. And as always, this has been a very, very useful presentation. Thank you, sir. I thank Darda Chemicals, which has been supporting all our programs, especially the environment program. And I also would like to thank my team and all of you who have participated in this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you.
Good day.